Good morning, this is Lisa from Mama Lisa's Bakery. It's like 5:30 in the morning. I'm ready for the day. Thanks to this little bugger right here. He's been in a bad habit of getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning to go outside, right, Daddy? And you're just the cutest. He's the cutest. Everybody loves Teddy. So, I have my dough rising for my rolls that I'm making today. And I have 2 doughs rising for my cinnamon rolls, so that'll make like 6 pans. So I'm waiting on that. And, my food is not fancy. It's just like down-home cooking. And what makes my food better than like the grocery stores or anywhere else? I'm not saying I'm the best. It's okay. But I make my food with love. I really do. And one time I went over to my friend's house and she was like cussing at her bread dough. It's like, leave that bread dough alone. You're putting all these bad vibes in it. I said, step aside. Quit cussing at the dough. And the next week she said that she was like singing gospel songs to her food. And one time I was making my grandmother's, and I make muffins out of this, cupcakes, chocolate mocha almond cake with buttercream frosted with toasted almonds. And there was this fellow that used to call me up, and he had a really bad drinking problem. And sometimes I just didn't want to talk to him, but he would say, you're my only friend, you're my only friend. So one time he called up, and people were like, why do you talk to him? It's like, I don't know. So anyway, he calls me up one night, and I was making this chocolate mocha almond cake with buttercream frosting with toasted almonds. And I'm like, look, I gotta hang up. I'm making a really complicated cake and I need to concentrate. So he wouldn't shut up. I was making the cake and I know that there was bad vibes going in that cake. And that cake, I had to make it like 3 times for it to turn out. It was crazy. It's crazy, but it's like there was an experiment done with rice. And this lady, she boiled 3 cups of rice, and she put 1 cup in a jar, each jar, 3 jars, and she labeled 1 love, 1 hate, and 1 ignore. So these 3 jars, she kept them out for like 3 weeks. And the one that said love, she would say, oh, I love you, rice. You're so beautiful and white and fluffy. And the other one, I guess she yelled at it and said, you're no good. You're ugly, rice, whatever. And the other one, she completely ignored. So after 3 weeks, the rice that was, you said all the lovey-dovey things about, that was like still all white, and it just had a little bit of pink in it, but it was still all white. And the one that she didn't say anything to ignore, it had like a little bit of mold, black mold on it. And the one that she yelled and hated at it, that one was all black and moldy. It was horrible. So you really do put out vibes in the air and in your food and everything that you do. So, and you be careful with your words, because what you put out there in the universe really happens. Like my landlord was going on vacation. He's like, oh, I hope the weather is okay and it doesn't rain. It's like, don't say that. Say, I'm going to go on vacation and it's going to be sunny and beautiful the whole time I'm there. So words really do mean a lot out in the universe. Right, Teddy? So, what I wanted to talk to you about is like the first cookbook I got back in the day, because I'm old. There used to be this thing called Book of the Month Club, and you would order 8 books for $1, and then you're supposed to order like 3 books at regular price, like for the next 3 months or something, but nobody ever did. So I ordered a bunch of cookbooks, and my favorite cookbook was Betty Crocker. And you can still find those recipes online. I actually gave my cookbook to my daughter-in-law. My daughter wasn't too happy about it, but they don't talk to me much anyway. But anyway, one of couple of cookbooks I like. Oh, if you come over, sorry for being so close. If you come over to my house, it's not fancy. But it's me. I've had to start over like so many times in my life. This one cookbook I grew up with, besides the Betty Crocker, is the New McCall's Cookbook. And one of the best, that's where I learned how to make my yeast rolls. But I don't use this recipe. I got a secret recipe for my yeast rolls. But 3 of the things we used to make growing up, and all the neighborhood kids, we didn't have a fancy house growing up either. And we probably had like not like real nice stuff, but it was stuff. We didn't care about that. We used to make these all the time. I don't know if you can see them. These yeast rolls. And they were really good. And then me and my sisters used to make this beef stew all the time. I still make it. I love it. It's really good. So that's really good. That's like the best beef stew in the world. That would only last our family like one night. My brothers would get up in the middle of the night and chow down on it. They love the beef stew. And this was a good one. This is called Chicken Kiev. And it's chicken, and you put like a garlic butter on the inside, pound down a chicken breast, put garlic butter in the middle of it, roll it up, roll it in breadcrumbs, and deep fry it, and then you serve it like on rice, and that goes up. All the garlic and butter goes all over the chicken. Oh, I'm going to have to make some of these. I'm thinking of putting on my menu. I make some pretty good chicken pot pie. But we used to make this apple pie all the time too. So, and this is like since I was like very young. And another good cookbook to have is, let's see if I can do it like this. Fannie Farmer Cookbook. And what's good about Fannie Farmer is it'll give you some recipes, and then it has, in each section, it has what you can use for the leftovers. So that's good. And then my sister Debbie, she sent me this book. It's called The Muffin Lady. And she lived in Westminster, Maryland. And something happened. She lost her job. She had a young son, like 8 years old. She was on welfare, and she wanted to get off of welfare, so she started making muffins and taking it like door to door, like my great grandmother did in Baltimore. And then they were telling her she needed all these licenses, and that she needed a special kitchen. And what happened is the fire department there let her use her kitchen. And she's pretty famous, the Muffin Lady. I tried to look her up on the internet and find her. Name is Linda Fisher, and her son live in and her 13-year-old son live in Westminster, Maryland. This was published in 1997. And that was a nice gift. And then this cookbook is really good. Believe it or not, it says $2 on there, but it cost me $1. And it's Southern Living Our Best Recipes from, let's see. I was going to get one for my girlfriend. They were like $75 online. I got this one for $1 at the flea market. Can't find when it was published. I saw it one time. I think it was like, I don't know, 82 or something. I don't know why I can't find it. Anyway, so that's a little bit about me and my cookbooks. So, I just have like just some rolls to make today and some cinnamon rolls. And the Lord's been good. I made 4 quarts of tomatoes and they were like sold in an hour. Praise the Lord, He's been really good to me. And I give all the credit to God, Jesus. So He's a big part of my life. If you come over here, you know you're going to hear some Christian music playing because that's all I play. Because I love praising the Lord all day long. So, just a little bit about myself. And I will have a pan of cinnamon rolls tomorrow. If you want to stop in, have a cinnamon roll and have some coffee. I'll be here most of the day. I'm going down the street. I want to tell my secret about where I get my eggs. I use organic eggs and I use butter and I use all fresh ingredients because that's you have to use quality ingredients to have a quality product. So, and I have black bean and corn salsa, mild, medium, and a little lip burner, and I have some pear butter, and I do have some spaghetti sauce. So I'm thinking about putting on my menu some chicken pot pie. And next week I'm going to be making some pumpkin cheesecake muffins. They're stuffed with cream cheese and my streusel topping, which is my special twist on that. I take recipes and I put my own twist on them. I don't like to do anything normal. I like collect cookbooks. One time I was in with this girl. She did not cook at all. Campbell soups, and that was about it. And she came home one day, and I was sitting on the couch, and she goes, "What are you doing?" I said, she goes, "Are you reading a cookbook?" It's like, yep, that's what I like to do. Me and my sister Claire, we used to, if we were planning a party, we had out our cookbooks. We were always like wanting to cook something different, something good. So I grew up with cooking, was a big part of my life. And it still is, and I'm so glad and I'm so happy. So I could go on and on, but I'm going to cut this one a little short at 13 minutes, huh? So I want y'all to have a great day. God loves you, each and every one of you. And be the reason somebody smiles today.